Okay, factorizing. So factorizing means put into brackets, right? And when we put something into brackets and factorize, we end up with a single bracket or a double bracket. Now in this case here, right, we've got two terms, right? So it's looking like we're going to have a single bracket. And you just got to look at both terms to see for common factors, okay? Now in terms of numbers, you've got a 6 here, or minus 6. But there's only like 1 in front of this here, so there's no numbers going to go outside the bracket. But x's we can put out, can't we? We put a single power of x, okay, and then open bracket, and then all you've got to do then is ask yourself, what do I times by x to get x cubed? So of course that's got to be x squared. That'll give me x cubed when I multiply. And then what have I got to times by x to get minus 6x? So times again by minus 6 will do, okay? And you can see then we've got this factorized. One quick thing then I would do, because it's higher tier, I would check in here then to see if we can go any further with this. Sometimes you might get difference of 2 squares in here. That's a square, isn't it? And that's a difference. So, you know, it might be on, but then 6, of course, 6 isn't a square number. So this isn't a difference of 2 squares, right? It looks like it, but it isn't, because there's a 6 here. So we leave it like that. When it comes to this one, numbers, you've got 6 and 12. And of course, 6 goes into both of them, right? So we can take 6 outside. And when you look at the letters, x will go into both of them, won't it? So take out 6x. And then you ask yourself, what do I times by 6x to get 6x squared? Well, we need to times it by x, don't we? And then what do we times by 6x to get minus 12x? Well, you've already got the x in place, but you need to get to 12. So we've got to times by 2. And of course, because it's a minus, be minus 2. All right, and we're done. Now C, when it comes to this, right, looks a lot more challenging, okay? You might be tempted to multiply all this out first, right, and then factorize it. And you can do that, except it's a lot of work, right? And that's what I suggest you do if you're not sure of the simple and sort of straightforward approach. You know, if you're stuck in the exam, just, you know, double bracket there, do FOIL, and then simplify it, and then you can factorize it then once again, okay? But, you know, there is a quicker way, and the quicker way is to look at the two terms here and to realize that there's something common. And in fact, the bracket is common, isn't it? X minus 7 is common to both of them, right? That's what's going to go outside our bracket. Now, you know, this is different, isn't it, to what we've seen up here. It's different to what we've seen up here because you had like single sort of terms outside here. But you can have a bracket as a common factor, okay? So there can be a bracket in front here, okay? There's no problem in that. And you can see x minus 7 is common to both. So we'll take out x minus 7, okay? That's what the common factor is. And then I'm going to have another bracket then to see what I've got to multiply this by to get these terms. So the other bracket, maybe I'll make it slightly bigger, right? So it's clearer. And I just ask myself then, what do you times by x minus 7 to get x minus 7? Well, that's just another x minus 7, isn't it? Okay? It'll give you x minus 7 squared. And then what do you times by x minus 7 to get this? Well, you've got to times by 2, haven't you? So you've got that there. Right? Now, we're not quite finished, because what you need to do then to finish off is x minus 7 here, but you can simplify all this in here. If you look closely, x minus 7 plus 2 will be x minus 5, won't it? That simplifies down. You end up with a double bracket. Okay, double bracket. And double bracket you would get from this if you expanded it. As I said before, if you're not sure of this approach, you can just FOIL this, expand it, simplify the whole thing, and then you'll end up with a quadratic, and then you can factorize to get back to this. But this way is quicker. So if we go on D now to look how we do it here, x plus 3, can we see is common, so we take that out. Okay, and then big bracket. What do I times by x plus 3 to get x plus 3 all squared? Well, it'll be x plus 3, won't it? We'll bracket again. And then what do you times by x plus 3 to get 7? Bracket x plus 3, it'll be 7. Okay, so you've got that there. And then just to simplify it down, x plus 3, and then this big bracket becomes x plus 10. Okay, and we factorized it.